Hey, you're looking good, Clay County. This is Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom, and here's what's happening. Juvenile probation is about to take a lesson from the Community Corrections Program in Clay County and use electronic monitoring for more juveniles instead of sending them to a Vigo County facility. Juvenile Probation Officer Kathy Judd told the county commissioners yesterday that adult offenders must pay the cost of being on home electronic monitoring detention, but many of the parents of juvenile offenders cannot afford the cost of electronic home monitoring for their children because the families are what she called indigent. This year, $50,000 has been budgeted for juvenile detention. In the past, juvenile offenders were housed in Ladoga, Vincennes, or other facilities that have since closed. Now, Clay County uses the Vigo County Juvenile Justice Center and pays $110 per day per juvenile. We often make our detention decisions based on finances, Judd said. We try not to keep them in there any longer than we absolutely have to, so we can stretch this money as far as we can. Sometimes kids might be released that maybe need a little more supervision. Judd said Mary Brown, director of Clay County Community Corrections, and Judge Joseph Trout were in favor of the idea of home detention paid for by the county on a case-by-case basis. Home detention would cost the county $10 per day as opposed to $110 a day if the kids have to be housed in Vigo County. One unexpected benefit of home detention, she said, is that juveniles wearing the electronic monitors do not run away as readily as when they were placed in juvenile facilities. In other news from the Clay County Commissioners meeting, the Orange Building in Clay City has a rich history but has outlived its usefulness, said County Commissioner Paul Sinders and members of the Rain Committee of Clay City at Monday's meeting of the Clay County Commissioners. Recently, an unnamed donor asked if he could contribute to the building project. The Orange Building has been a great facility for southern Clay County, said Commissioner Paul Sinders, but if you've been in it, you know it's no longer useful. In the wintertime, I'm not even sure the trustee allows it to be used because of the cost of heat. The building is not air-conditioned and very uncomfortable in the summer also, Sinders said. The building has been used for many types of activities, from wedding receptions to quilt shows, said John Mercer, a member of the board of the Rain Committee of Clay City. We've had architects come in and look at it, Mercer said. It's an old strand steel building, and they said it's not worth it. We probably need to construct a new facility. Mercer estimated the Orange Building was built about 50 years ago. Now that money has been made available for construction, an architectural firm has been hired that gave the committee plans for 3 buildings. In addition to money coming from the donor, money was placed in a county fund some years ago that has been used for various projects, including construction of the new Purdue Extension office at the fairgrounds. The money did not come from taxes, but from the sale of property. There was also $90,000 earmarked for something in Clay City, Sinders said. That amount has now grown to $106,000. Bills for architectural services will be submitted to the county commissioners for approval to be paid out of the money donated for recreational activities. And that motion was passed 3-0. Plans are for construction to begin late this summer. And let's see, also, we had a sports cancellation last night. Clay City's baseball and softball games at Turkey Run Monday night were canceled due to storms that were forecast. Well, we also had a meeting of the Clay County Council last night, and at that meeting, the County Sheriff, Paul Sinders, spoke to the council members about the possibility of replacing the recording system at the courthouse. He also talked about replacing the 911 system, and both those matters were taken under advisement and will be replaced again, or will be brought up again next month. Well, that's all that's new. Remember, keep an eye on the storms by going to our website. You click on the menu on the top left and drop down to weather, and that brings you everything up to date, including radar for our area. I'm Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom. You have an outstanding day, and we'll see you later. Good morning to you, Karen Burke.